How do you think Rebel News did this year? I'd like to give you a short overview of some of the things we did in 2019, and then I'd like to tell you our plans for 2020. And if you like them, I'll ask for your help. I think the most important thing we did this year was our coverage of the Canadian federal election. We were everywhere. We made hundreds of news videos from across the country. Here's a short mashup of some of those.
I'm not gonna open your bag.
What do you want me to do?
Just open it. So
We just want to see. We don't have the right to search.
Climate change is politics, is it not? And so is science going to solve it? Would you like a technical solution to climate change, or would you like politicians to solve it?
I'd really appreciate it if you stopped talking to us right now.
I can't believe it, but Rebel News, I'll stop blocking the camera. Rebel News just won in court.
Hi, Mr. Trudeau. Since your multiple use of blackface became an international scandal, Canada's international reputation has been irreparably harmed. Have you reached out to any African leaders or any leaders from the Middle East to apologize for your conduct?
Canada will continue to engage in a positive, constructive way around the world.
My CTV colleague here brought up the president. I know that you have problems with us. He brought up the president. There's police officers following us. He was pulled over to see what he would do. Now he waits at a stop sign.
So that didn't answer the question at all. Have you spoken to any African leaders or leaders from the Middle East to apologize for your personal conduct?
This is Malik Obama. I'd like to say something about Justin Trudeau's blackface scandal.
I'll ask a tough question. The president said that he was surprised that Justin Trudeau, did you say I'm an 18-year-old?
Prime Minister, why do we live in a country where you need a journalism license?
We asked accountability questions, a little bit different from what the media party usually asks.
Last book you've read or the book you're reading? What kind of music are you listening to right now? If you have time. Or podcasts? Podcasts?
No, I don't. I've tried.
Do you have moments where you wake up and you think, I just want to hang out with the kids today?
Yeah, pretty much every morning.
Yeah, I don't think Trudeau would go on any dates with us. The opposite, his bodyguards kept shoving us.
Trudeau, what do you have to say to these protesters? Why did you call the police on these protesters, Mr. Trudeau? Hey!
Now look at him. He's looking at where I'm standing, he's scoping me out, then he turns around and backs up and shoves his shoulder into my equipment.
Bizarrely, Andrew Scheer blocked us too, even putting our reporter David Menzies in handcuffs. Oh well, unlike Scheer, Menzies still has a job. It wasn't always easy. Trudeau had his hand-picked debates commission ban us from covering that. Well, we went to federal court and beat 5 government lawyers and got in. We actually asked more and tougher questions than any other news agency.
Have you, your campaign, or any other agents secured non-disclosure agreements from anyone about inappropriate sexual personal conduct? My question revolves around what you told me earlier today. You said you want to take the Alberta oil sands offline within a decade. I'm wondering how you have the moral authority to do that when your party isn't polling competitively in any riding in Alberta whatsoever.
It was great. I mean, why would politicians literally call the police on our reporters like this politician in Calgary did? It's because we ask questions that no one else in the media party does. And not just politicians. Here's Cian Bexte asking questions of Greta Thunberg and her PR handlers.
Climate change is politics, is it not?
Science.
And so is science going to solve it? Would you like a technical solution to climate change, or would you like politicians to solve it?
I'd really appreciate it if you stopped talking to us right now. We have a meeting, and this is
So you're engaging in political discourse in a foreign country as a foreigner.
thank you very much.
Will you be?
This is also slightly harassing, and I do have police contacts if needs be. So
That video was seen more than 1 million times. We've covered stories from coast to coast, like our groundbreaking coverage of this guy, an extremist transgender activist, Jonathan Yaniv. Again, we got attacked for that too. I don't like when our journalists are pushed, but it tells me we're telling an important story that some powerful forces don't want told. We were the first journalists in the world to scrum Ilhan Omar, the extremist Democrat, about being married to her brother. And we scrummed her again and the rest of the squad.
Will you condemn the Antifa attack in Washington over the weekend? It's easy to condemn terrorism. Will you condemn it?
Is it here?
Antifa firebombed a facility in Tacoma over the weekend. It's an ICE facility. Will you condemn them for that? Will you condemn Antifa for the attack in Washington?
We'll be making statements.
It's easy to condemn a terrorist attack.
And we ask questions that even the U.S. media party wouldn't ask.
Cruelty of the Soviet Union. Do you regret taking your honeymoon there?
Actually, I didn't take a honeymoon there.
You vacationed
Who
there.
are you with, by the way?
I'm with Rebel Media from Canada.
We covered the United Nations, their global warming conference in Spain, showing what a scam it is, what hypocrisy it is. We sent Sheila Gunn-Reid to Iraq to report on the Christian genocide there. We even did fun stories like in Greenland, right after Donald Trump said he wanted to buy it. And from the Philippines, when their president sent back a ship full of Canadian garbage and threatened Canada with a garbage war. We fought for freedom through our news and our activism, including Jumbotron trucks and billboards. And we published best-selling books and lawn signs like Stop Notley, best-selling book, 5,000 lawn signs that just drove the NDP crazy. And like my own book, The Libranos, with our cross-country lawn signs too. That's been our year. We now have more than 1.28 million YouTube subscribers, hundreds of thousands of followers on social media. Our videos have been watched nearly 500 million times for more than 2 billion minutes. We published 13,000 of them. We're making a difference. So what does the new year hold? Well, I don't want to give everything away, but we intend to give the best and fairest coverage to the upcoming Conservative Party's leadership campaign. We want to make sure the party picks someone who is truly conservative and truly a winner. Contrast that with the CBC, who are literally suing the Conservative Party right now. We'll cover the news as we have before, crisscrossing the country, and we'll cover the U.S. election too, not sneering at Donald Trump and cheering for the squad like the rest of the media party, but by doing real accountability-style journalism like we always do. We're already expanding our team. Abigail Hammond has joined us, and she'll help with our U.S. coverage. We're hiring more journalists in Canada, too. We're turning 5 years old in February. I can't believe it. But I think the need for Rebel News is more dire than ever. With Justin Trudeau back in power, and the Conservatives regrouping, and with the rest of the media party on the dole for Trudeau's media bailout, well, our responsibility is larger than ever. Trudeau has said he intends to bring in new censorship laws. He wants to silence his critics. So we'll have more battles for free speech than ever. If you like what we do and want us to keep doing it, please give us a hand. We've never taken a dime from Trudeau or any other government, and we never will. We rely 100% on viewers like you. Please consider making a year-end donation of $10 or $20 or even $100 if you see fit. If you give us the tools, we'll finish the job. Go to standwithrebelnews.com or click the link under this video. We will use the money to hire more journalists to tell the other side of the story more often and to keep fighting the important battles for freedom. Thank you. On behalf of our whole team, and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, and may 2020 be the best year yet. Please go to standwithrebelnews.com. We've had a big year at the Rebel, but 2020 is going to be even bigger. We need your help, though, because we don't take Trudeau's money unlike the rest of the media. Please go to standwithrebelnews.com to help us fight.